Hello and welcome back to Rev Lexus, the Lexus channel for you. I'm Thomas and today I'm going to be talking about the new recently unveiled Lexus RZ450e. So without further ado, let's crack on with some key facts and figures. So the RZ was just revealed today, that's the 20th of April. Anybody who wants to watch that, the full unveiling is on the Lexus YouTube webpage. That's where I came across it. And if you want to watch it, it's the whole unveiling. It's very exciting. So some of the key facts I wanted to bring to you today is it's the first all-built, ground-up electric vehicle for Lexus. You may know you have the UX300e, which is Lexus's first battery electric vehicle. But you can get it as a petrol model in the States, and you can get it as a petrol hybrid pretty much anywhere. This model is going to be from the ground up, all electric. So what does that mean? That means we're going to have a 71.4 kilowatt battery. They're promising about 250 miles of range. And it's going to have dual motors, so that means you're going to have all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive capability. But 313 brake horsepower is claimed at the moment, and 0 to 60 is about 5.6 seconds. What I do know is it's actually based on the Toyota BZ4X, which is Toyota's all-electric vehicle that we've seen recently unveiled as well, and that shares that platform is called E-TNGA platform. So I'm presuming there's going to be a few more vehicles coming off that platform. So the RZ is going to have a wheelspace of 2,580mm, so it's going to be the exact same as the Toyota BZ4X. So with regards to styling on the RZ, it takes an evolution design on the Lexus spindle grille that seems to be getting larger over the years. In particular, it extends right up where the bonnet meets to give it a kind of a larger look. You will notice, because it's not got an engine up front, it's kind of all blacked out in plastic. It does give it a smooth area. And round the side, I do like the fact you've got those kind of two tail fins on either side, a bit like the Toyota cousin. Well, we're talking about the back as well. Lexus claim there'll be about 500 litres of boot space. And while you're inside the car, you'll notice from some of the images I'll throw up, it's got this new 14-inch touchscreen that we can see also in the new NX. I think over in the States, the Lexus LX also has this new infotainment screen, and it works alongside your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well. Gone is the kind of remote touchpad thing that we've had for the past 10 years or so, with the mouse pad and the mouse trackpad in the last NX. Some other features is the dimmable panoramic roof. So that means it can go from transparent to opaque. We might have seen that previously, not on this channel, but other cars like springs out in my mind is the SLK Mercedes. So Lexus also say it's coated to deflect infrared radiation to prevent build-up, or reduce at least heat build-up on sunny days while keeping it warm in cooler conditions. The car can also be fitted with radiant heaters at knee level in the cabin. They come part of heated seats and heated steering wheel, and they cut the amount of time it takes for the energy. It cuts the energy, for the front passengers to feel warmer, which is also very important for an electric car, because I think it is overall more efficient to heat up like seats and parts of the car than running the air coil or the conditioning system, air system to make it hot as possible. And at launch, the four-wheel drive only is going to be using a system called Direct 4. So basically that means each of the motors, or uses motors on each axle to balance the traction of all four wheels and improve stability in the corners. It takes data from the sensors on everything from the vehicle speed to the G-force and steering angle, and then adjusts the front and rear torque split. Lexus claim that the system can switch from front to rear to four-wheel drive in milliseconds, much faster than any mechanical setup. So the RZ450e is also going to be showcasing One Motion Grip. So in effect, it's a steer-by-wire system that removes the physical connection between the steering wheel and the front wheels. This means you can get that optional yoke steering wheel that we've seen all over the internet. This is likely to be offered as an option, and I guess it's probably going to be in the higher end models, and going by Lexus' current lineup model in the UK. I imagine that'll probably be a Takumi line or something like that, where they've thrown on all the packages. The One Motion Grip delivers variable steering designed to make it easier to move around at low speed. For example, moving from lock to lock takes 150 degrees of movement, removing the need for hands overhand turns. They also say, or Lexus also says, it's going to improve refinement and remove all unnecessary feedback through the steering wheel. Although the system will try and still replicate some normal sensation of the front tyres by monitoring levels of friction and then providing force feedback, in roughly the same manner as a computer game steering wheel. And speaking of steering wheels, I did mention the yoke steering wheel. Lexus claim that the yoke steering wheel makes it easier to get in and out of the car. It does look quite futuristic, and from the images I can see, I think it looks like again the steering wheel would be quite fun to interact with. I think Tesla have got it in the Model S Plaid at the moment. I can't think of any other cars that I've got at the moment, but I'm sure once a couple of more brands have adopted this, we're going to be seeing it more and more. So as I mentioned earlier on, Lexus is launching the RZ450e with a single powertrain. We've got 300 brake horsepower, 308 brake horsepower combined, so we've got 201 up front, about 107 in the rear, and that's going to be about 435 newton meters of torque. The firm also claims that the car can go from 0 to 60 in about 5.6 seconds and have a top speed of 99 miles per hour. The battery capacity is claimed 71.4 kilowatt hours, and they're saying again it's claimed 250 miles of range between charges. And with regards to ordering, if you wish, you can pre-order one now. I think Europe, we're going to expect to have them later on this year. Can't speak for the American market. And from what I read online, Lexus are saying they're expecting to sell about 6,000 of these RZ models across Europe across 2023. So quite an ambitious number, but I think they'll reach it. And if you're looking at an alternative, probably I would suggest something like the Mercedes-Benz EQA, EQB, maybe EQC. Don't know the exact pricing of this RZ yet, but probably something in that price point. The Audi Q4 e-tron I think would be dead on the money, because that's about £50,000. The BMW iX3, if you want something that looks more conventional, that is, we'll do a petrol, a diesel, and then a hybrid one and an electric model. So iX3, I think they're at £57,000. So the RZ, so there's no real pricing at the moment, but the fact that NX is about £40,000 and I think the RX is about 55, the RZ is probably going to be somewhere in between that starting with. I can see a Takumi one easily being over £60,000. Could be wrong, but I think it might be around that. I do know with regards to spec, the base model RZ is going to come with 18-inch alloy wheels, and the top spec model will come with, or likely to come with, 20-inch alloy wheels. And one last kind of battery fact, from what I read online as well, Lexus are also claiming that the 150 kilowatt fast charging, that it can boost the battery from 0 to 80% in about half an hour, so that's not too bad if you're outside of the motorway or something and you want a quick charge. And Lexus Toyota parent company are also claiming that it will retain about 90% of its total capacity after 10 years of driving. So that's quite good, because some people are always worried about longevity, especially things like the Mark 1 Leaf that drops a lot of its range down, and I think those cars are about 30 miles now for that 2011, 2012. So hopefully if it's claiming over 250 miles new, then if it's dropping 10%, that's going to be say 25 miles, so you're still going to have about 225 miles claimed maybe after 10 years, so it's something to look forward to if you're going to keep it long term. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching my video on the Lexus RZ450e. Hopefully when one comes out and hits the showroom, I can get a walk around and show everybody on this channel what it's like in person. I'm quite excited. The new Lexus model doesn't come often, and we've managed to have 2 in 1 year. Yeah, it's very exciting. And if you are a Lexus fan or enthusiast, please make sure you hit that subscription button below. It takes 1 second, but it means a lot to subscribe. Also give me a thumbs up as well. Comment below any thoughts or questions on the RZ. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you know when my new video comes out. Thanks very much for watching. Ciao.